Well, you know what? This is close enough over here, technically, that I could make the synthetic wood and replace this here. God, that's going to use a ton of our heavy oil if I do that for both sections. Obviously, we need to keep the green science coming. Let's get ourselves a couple hundred wood and make sure that both production areas are continually active. I hate chopping down so many trees. One, it's time consuming. Two, it doesn't help the pollution issue. Another attack on our base to the north, no big deal. The guns are more than able to handle it. And they're still using standard rounds. They haven't even started loading the armor piercing. I guess I can start uncovering this quartz here. We'll need this quartz here in the near future for the next circuit card levels, if I remember correctly. And if I need glass, we'll need this quartz as well. I can't remember exactly what I need glass for. Maybe the small oil fluid containers, maybe? Okay, that gives me a couple hundred wood. That should keep my science and blue circuit card production going. Let's go check and see how much is up here. We should have some left for the... Nope, our resin production has stopped. We still have wood in this production. That's good. Not a lot. We'll put 100 here and we'll save the other 100 for the green science. We need some fuel here, but our tin and solder is still keeping up with the requirements. How many circuit cards do we have? Less than 400. So the walls, how are we doing here? Another 100 walls are in the system. We have about 100 walls on our person as well. Okay, Oop, we've run out of iron there. So we can pick this one up. How's our tractor belts doing? Okay, we're maxed out on our tractor belts, so this is just personal use iron now. I guess what I'll do... You know what? I'm going to leave it to just the one iron. That's fine. That's more than enough. How many tractors do we have on our person? Not many. Let's pick up half of those. Oh, we're not researching anything? I thought I started research. Oh, we just finished research. Okay. What's next? Sulfur. Needed for batteries eventually. Let's go with the lab efficiency, increase our lab speed a little bit, and reduce our reliance on science packs. Dump the rest of the trees in here. Okay, let's take a look. Can we build anything new? We haven't found any gems yet. I probably could put another radar up. We can do steel gears and bearings and bearing balls. I don't think I'm going to worry about it. I might do the steel gears. That's used for quite a few things. Let's do that. I guess we'll do it right off of one of the existing steel. You know what? Let's do this. Let's add steel to our main bus here. Which means we will start using the iron a little bit more. And then we'll tap off of this fairly early in the process for manufacturing steel gears. Right around here should be sufficient. Hopefully I left myself enough room to do that. We'll move it on down to here. And you will manufacture steel gears. And for the time being, just put them in a chest. And keep, I don't know, 3 stacks of gears. I'll just have to remember not to auto-manufacture gears. I have them available now. Speed up some of the production items. Let's take a look at the steel gears again. It's 1 steel per gear, 1 steel per bearing ball, 1 steel and 16 bearing balls per bearing. Let's go ahead. I know we're going to need them. Let's go ahead and set it up. And we're going to output them into the same chest actually. So this one is going to be bearing balls, this one's going to be bearings. Now each steel makes 12 bearing balls. Each steel plate and 16 make 2 bearings, so that should and we'll limit that to a probably 2 stack of gears to 3 stacks of, or 3 stack of gears to 2 stack of bearings maybe. Okay. Excuse me, what now? So we've got that. We've got the, we're not doing insulated wire yet. We probably need to start looking at that here soon. We could do some inserters. Now for the next science we haven't unlocked yet, but for the next science we are going to need smart inserters, I think it is. And we can start doing the oil, I guess. Let's see, liquid fuel takes light oil. Now we can start making liquid fuel. Water electrolysis we could start doing as well, and start making salt for what? Saltwater electrolysis? I forget. We'll take a look at that next research. Power should still be doing okay. They're still on standard ammo rounds. And they haven't even gotten close to reaching the base yet. Coal output is still okay. How are we doing on pipes? We've just about maxed out our underground pipes. That's good. I think once the underground pipes are maxed out, we will keep some standard pipes as well. And we will keep 2 stacks of those. We're up to a little over 300, almost 350 basic circuits. Lab efficiency is nearly complete. Once that is done, we will look at whatever it was I just said I was going to look at. Or still fine. Okay, so it was electrolysis. Now this is going to give us saltwater electrolysis, which gives us chlorine and oxygen, and gives us another storage tank, or it's another way to get storage tanks, I think. That will be used for a higher level of battery. Chemical processing. We have chemical processing 1. That gave us the chemical furnace, salt, and carbon. Chemical processing 2 gives us hydrogen chloride, calcium chloride, ferric chloride, solid fuel, and the chemical plant, which we already have. We need that. We need the hydrogen chloride, ferric chloride, and calcium chloride, all for the next stage of circuit cards. So let's start researching that. I'm actually going to go ahead and put an oxygen and hydrogen storage plant down. The only thing is I really don't know where I'm going to want to put my main gaseous plants. Needs access to water. Will eventually be needed for the next level of circuit cards, so I guess it would be smart to do it over here. Just have to get some power over here, and this looks like a good place. Let's go ahead and put a... Oh, we can't put a pump down. That was quick. Okay, that opened up aluminum, gold, and chemical processing 2. We'll do the chemical processing 2. We don't have materials for a water pump. It must be iron, I'm short. Yeah, I only have 2 iron. Let's grab some of that iron there. Okay, that'll give us a pump. We'll need an electrolyzer. And at least 2 storage. So the water pump can go here. We have this nice handy underground bronze. We're going to pull it a ways from the... That looks good enough. Put an electrolyzer down. This will make... this will be the water electrolysis, which is hydrogen and oxygen. And looks like we have the clearance there. How did we end up with an odd number of pipes? Let's grab some of those underground. Let's take half of them, I guess. And let's take a few of the... Oh, we don't have any. We have steel. We'll use steel for the connections. Okay, so... that there. That there. Make a few steel pipes to finish the connection off. Now all we need to do is get power out there, and we don't have any small power poles. Go figure. Gonna have to move them a ways out there, it looks like. Okay, that should start oxygen and hydrogen storing up. Now, once those tanks fill, if I don't do anything else, the rest of the process will stop. That's fine. Okay, that gives us access to the hydrogen chloride we'll need, which needs the hydrogen and hydrogen chloride. I forget what I need for hydrogen chloride. Let's take a look. So hydrogen chloride takes chlorine and hydrogen. Chlorine comes from, is it the salt water? Saltwater electrolysis gives us chlorine, so I need to do the same thing up there, but start with chlorine. Requires salt and water. Now, if I remember correctly, I can make that a self-perpetuating process. I just need one bit of salt to do it. What's next? Gun turret damage? Sure, why not? So if I do another pump, I don't need another pump. I can tap off the existing water supply. Especially if I move this back a couple spots there. Okay, so I'll need another storage tank. I'll need another electrolyzer, which I need, what am I short? Stone bricks. Oh, wow, okay. Am I making stone brick? I don't know if I'm making stone brick. Let's go back to our stone. Oh, yep, there's some stone brick. Not making a lot. I guess I should really be making stone brick. If nothing else, I should be paving some, putting some pavement down, not pavement, but stone brick down to travel on. Okay, so I'll need one for that and one for the chlorine. You know what? Just for simplicity, I'm just going to put another water pump down and the electrolyzer. This one will be that. Has a requirement of salt. Now I should be able to get one bit of salt from something. I thought calcium chloride, salt, water in a metal mixing furnace. Okay. But once I put that down, I can pick it right back up. I just need one bit of salt. And we'll have you making salt. Once I have that salt made, we'll pick it right back up. I do believe that's a self-sustaining process once I do this. It's just a little bit trickier to set it up. So this is going to make saltwater electrolysis. So the oxygen, okay, we can pick this up. So they will share that tank there. I need a single steel pipe to finish the connection. And then the chlorine can go out there. Now, here's how we do this. It takes water and salt input. We have the water input. Oh, looks like we didn't actually connect the water input. Darn it. Stop that. Water input. There. Now, it also needs a salt input. So, what we do is a couple chests here. Actually, we don't need those chests. Use the wood chests. Salt input into the electrolyzer. Now, it can't come out in the same spot, but what we can do is output salt to this chest and then an inserter. What happens is a byproduct of the saltwater electrolysis is salt. So it will export the salt to this chest. It will then picked up, put back into this chest, and complete the cycle. We just need one piece of salt to, oops, we don't need a big electric pole for that. Just need one piece of salt to complete the process. So now salt's coming in, chlorine's coming out, salt's coming out into the chest, back in, and it's a self-perpetuating loop. You never lose, from what I remember, you never actually lose any of the output salt or input salt. So now we have our hydrogen and chloride. We could actually combine that if we needed it right now into hydrogen chloride in a chemical furnace. Don't need it right now, so I'm just going to leave that build up. Next, we finished gun turret upgrade. Silicon processing is needed for the next level of circuit cards. Needs quartz. I don't really think I'm ready for that yet. Let's go with the solar panels. Or the circuit network for the smart chest. Nah. Long inserters, smart long inserters, useful. Logistics 2. I guess we'll go with logistics 2 while I'm thinking about which way to go next. Let's see, it's been a little over an hour. Probably go another 30 minutes or so, and then I will take a break. And when I come back this evening, we'll probably open up back to our vanilla Factorio and run that for a while. If my brain can switch gears between the two properly at this stage of the game. Still early enough that I should not have an issue. Power is still looking good. How's our oil storage here? They're almost full. We need to start doing something with oil. So let us do that. We need a... Ooh! Oh, there it is. We need a refinery. Now the refinery is going to give us the light, heavy, and petroleum. The heavy we can use right now to make wood. I'm not sure we can do anything with the petroleum yet. Well, now with Bob's Mods we could actually make solid fuel from any of them. I'm not quite to the point where I'm wanting to go to solid fuel, I don't think. Oh, we can make solid fuel from hydrogen too. But for the resin we can use heavy oil, and for the synthetic wood we can use heavy oil, which would prevent us from requiring to chop down trees much longer anyway. So I think that is the next step. Now we need heavy wood in both locations, but mostly for the science production. How many trees do we still have in there? We're down to 70. So I think what we'll do is right here. Yeah, on this side. We shall start our oil processing. Now that's going to require storage tanks, which requires iron plates. Let's go grab a bunch. Should still some be there in the furnace there. Yep, plenty up there. So we'll go with 3 storage tanks for now. some more of our beautiful bronze underground. And a couple steel to complete it. Glad we don't have to contend with corrosion here, because when you start using two dissimilar metals, you would start getting susceptible to corrosion. I might have to mod that in. That's an idea. Okay, so that's going to be our... we used all of our wood. Our oil storage. Our processed oil storage, that is. And from the heavy oil we can start making resin and synthetic wood. Actually, from the petroleum we can start making plastic too. Okay, that should be enough for power poles. Okay, so that should be heavy, light petroleum. Okay. Next research. Let's go ahead and go with the sulfur, I guess. We need batteries for accumulators and lasers and things, so we'll go with the sulfur next. How's our stockpile of science over here? I need to put some lights down. It's dark over here. Okay, we got plenty of science. Oh, wait, red. What's going on with my red science production? It's still producing. Maybe I need to expand the red science a little bit. Let's make some lights. We have some spare circuit cards now. Make sure our science up here is working still. Looks like everything over here is working. Our ovens are working, so we're not out of coal yet. Oh, let's take... No, that's more than I wanted, but that's fine. Let's make... let's light things up a little bit. Let's make 20 lamps. And when it gets dark again, we'll see where we need them the most, and we will put some lamps down. Okay, we don't need all these chests in my inventory. We don't need the furnaces in my inventory. We'll keep the pipes in the inventory. We don't need the miner in the inventory. Really don't need the burner inserter in the inventory either. Okay, sulfur processing is working. Yeah, let's expand our red science a little bit. Looks like it's falling behind just a tad. And it's easy enough to do. We just need to extend the belts, add some power. Actually, we can probably replace that one. Unfortunately, that won't get the far side. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we just added another third to our red science production. That's fine. Make sure our steel, our iron gear wheels are keeping up with the requirement. I could always upgrade the factory type as well. Yeah, it's keeping up just fine. Okay, so what did we do? Oh yeah, we did the oil processing. We'll let that tick up just a little bit. I want about a quarter of a tank before I start dealing with the materials, at least as long as we have wood in the system here. We still have 50 down there. That's fine. That'll last a little while. Okay, what's next? Sulfur processing. We'll see what is needed for batteries next. Okay, so fairly good progress. Looks like we're out of resin production. Dump the trees in. That'll keep our solder production up and running. How much heavy oil does it take for a piece of synthetic wood? 1 heavy oil makes 2 synthetic wood. 2 synthetic wood makes 2 wooden boards, so 1 heavy oil is the equivalent of 1 raw wood. Okay. I would like that to be a better ratio, but we live with it. Yeah, we've got our crude oil well and truly filled there. We could probably build a second refinery to make use of it, but that's fine. It's going to be a slow and steady process once we start using it. Yeah, our gears are even starting to back up a little bit, so that's good. Next. 38 wood still in the process. Okay, that gives us access to batteries. We'll do batteries now. Plastics and sulfur for batteries. Now, what do batteries require for building? Lead plate, plastic bar, sulfuric acid. We got lead plate. We probably have excess lead plate being built up. Sulfuric acid is the big one, as I recall. Let's take a look. Lead plate, plastic bar. Plastic bar we make with petroleum. Correct? Plastic bar, coal and petroleum. So we'll have to cart some coal down. That is fine. We have some right up here. I'll have to work it around or just build it over here. Build the plastic production over here somewhere. Probably right. Well, you know what? We don't want to make it too far from the petroleum storage though either. But the sulfuric acid, that's what we have to start looking at. We've started the hydrogen, and there's 2 ways to make sulfuric acid now with this mod. You can do the old-fashioned way, which was manufacture sulfur, add water and coal, I think. Sulfur, iron, and water. But there's also sulfuric acid here, which is out of water and sulfur dioxide. Well, sulfur dioxide we have to learn how to make if we want to do it without using our precious iron. How do you make sulfur, petroleum, and water? So we've got a couple different ways to do it. It might be easier to use that, but we could actually probably manage it without the sulfur out of sulfur dioxide and hydrogen. Need to figure out how to make sulfur dioxide. I think that's another chemical level of chemical. I have this problem every time. Advanced oil processing, which allows the cracking coal to heavy oil as well. No, we haven't researched bullet damage 1 yet, really? Okay, that gives us access to accumulators as well. Accumulators are very useful. What am I missing here? Chemical, for the chemical furnace, electrolysis. feel like I'm missing something, and I'm not sure what it is. Okay, let's take a quick look. It might actually be one of the metal processing that opens the tungstic acid. Nope, it's not that. Lab efficiency inserters, advanced oil, water bores give us pumps, lithia water, and water. I know I've done this before. Explosives. No, we don't have gates yet. We don't have engines yet. Oxygen, water, nickel ore. There we go. I think that's what we need. Products, nickel plate, and I believe that's the... maybe not. Sulfur dioxide is not only a... yeah. Okay, where do we get sulfur dioxide? I am missing something here. Oh, there we go. No, that requires sulfur dioxide. Well, we will eventually find it. I could always go about it by the old-fashioned way. Sulfuric acid, water, and sulfur dioxide. Nickel processing. We do need the nickel processing. One of the products that we have, I know that we need. After we do that, I think we're going to do some more military stuff, by the way. Let's start upgrading our turrets. We probably have enough. We haven't done solar. I think, okay, so we'll do 1 or 2 military upgrades, and we'll do solar power. We've got some ammo stored up. That's good. We're out of fuel for our steel furnace. Just grab some of this. We don't need so much on the that line. Speaking of which, did I make our steel furnaces self-sufficient down here? I did not. So these will probably be... yeah, they're running out of fuel too. Okay, that'll keep them. Okay, that will allow us to do nickel plates now. Modular roboports, nickel processing, and INVAR processing is now available. INVAR processing is needed for some of the advanced lasers, advanced railways, advanced guns, advanced boilers. But for now, let's go down here. We have not done bullet damage 1 yet. Let's do that. Get that out of the way. I might actually... well, yeah, you know what? Let's put a second radar down. We only have the one right now. Let's put one way up here. We'll probably have to expand our power a little bit to accommodate it. That's fine. You can see our guns have been busy. And there's another attack now. Let's build a radar way over here. What's that? Oh, that's going to our gas processing. Okay. Yeah, let's put it up there. Yeah, that gives us a little bit of a power issue. That's fine. I have room to build some steam engines. Make steam engine 2s. We need some gear wheels. Well, that's why I started building those. The nice thing about this mod is I can just reach down way down there. Let's take 50 of them. That's fine. And There's 2 of those. I need some steel plates as well. Let's grab half of them. That'll allow us to build 2 new steam engines and plop them down into the system. And that'll take care of our power for another length of time. Take a look at our power output. Yeah, another 10% increase in power production, it looks like. Bullet damage. Once we get bullet damage done, we'll probably do turret 2s. And then go back to an actual processing. How's our oil storage? If we have sufficient heavy oil, and we're still a little bit lower than I prefer. I'd like to have about 750 oil stored up before I start making use of these. Okay, well, since I can't remember exactly how to make the sulfur dioxide, it's a byproduct of something. I'm pretty sure it's a byproduct of one of the turret 2s. Allow gun turret 2s, which are a shooting speed of 10 plus 2, damage bonus of 150. I'm pretty sure the sulfur dioxide was a byproduct. Sulfur dioxide and hydrogen to make sulfur. Of one of these, but I can't for the life of me remember what it would have been. I could look it up, but I'm not going to worry about it because we have multiple ways to do this. We can just make sulfur out the old-fashioned way, out of water and petroleum, and then from there add some iron plates and water, and we can make the sulfuric acid, which we need for the batteries. Plastic. So the same petroleum that will make the plastic will make the... Yeah, I hate doing that though. I prefer to save my petroleum. I'm going to have to figure out how to make sulfur dioxide. That's all there is to it. So I will look it up while we are doing... That was quick research. Do I want to do one more gun turret damage? Yeah, we'll do one more military upgrade. Then we'll start solar panels. Okay, while it is somewhat dark, we have some lamps. Let's place some lamps down. They don't brighten things up very much, do they? Oops, don't need 2 of them there. Yeah, brightens it up a little bit once I put more of them down, I guess. Got a bunch of them, so I'll just put a bunch of them down. Why not? They're getting closer and closer to actually making it to the walls over there. So I'm going to actually have to deal with this base here sooner rather than later. That's why I'm doing the advanced, some of the advanced military stuff now. You can see our radar's hard at work. There's more coal. I'm not sure what this is. Let's see, this was silver here, stone and coal. So this is going to be silver, copper, coal, and quartz there. Stone. Lots of copper being shown. Stone. There's some gold, it looks like. So slowly finding some places to expand to, it looks like. Are they into the armor piercing? Hey, they finally started loading armor piercing, and the second one's hardly shot a round off. I think he had 17 standard rounds to start, so this one gun has been sufficient to hold this flank. Pollution, not a worry anywhere, really. Okay, so let me figure out what the how to get sulfur dioxide. Let's look in the Factorio mods section of Reddit. Nope. Let's go to factorio.com, I guess. I think one of the wikis had it as well. Okay, we are now officially out of wood here. I am going to dump what little wood I have and start the manufacturing of synthetic wood. I'm going to do it right here and then just cart it over. Synthetic wood is made in a chemical factory, I do believe, which needs iron, of course. Mods. Okay, that will allow one chemical factory. Now, I'm probably going to need two. I'm going to need... I'm not going to worry about the resin quite yet. I'm just going to worry about the synthetic wood. That'll be the first one. Mods. Mod compilations. There we go. So there is going to be one synthetic wood production. We'll make it right there. Synthetic wood. Output will come... I should have actually measured this out. Where do I... needs to be up. So the synthetic wood output will be there. Come across. That actually works out pretty darn good. Oops. That will allow me to completely replace one of these factories anyway. I won't need the first factory because the synthetic wood will... How did I get an odd number of undergrounds? Okay, this is really, really strange because they're made in batches of 2, which means I have half of an underground belt somewhere. Where do I have half of an underground belt? 3, 3, 1, 1. It's not possible. I have no idea where I lost half of an underground belt. But I did. I managed to do it. Okay, let's go back down here. Set that for... It is set. Let's get some oil, heavy oil into it. And export onto a belt. Power it up. And we have no longer have a need for raw wood. So once this raw wood is, you know what, let's just pick it up. I don't need it. Pick that up. As soon as it's done processing its last bit. It's got 5 wood in, so as soon as it pulls that 5 wood out, we will remove this factory. And then we will change this one from using wood to using synthetic wood. One more cycle, and we are good to go. Okay, Bob's Mods. Bob's Or no, metal, chemical, and intermediates. Best place to get the required ores, automate new materials, new assembly machines. I might have to go to the wiki itself. I don't see sulfur dioxide. Okay, here we go. Structures. I guess I can do a search. Be easier. Zinc processing requires sulfur processing. Zinc, brass, gunmetal plate. Nope, that's not it. Sulfur dioxide. Lead ore plus oxygen equals lead oxide and sulfur dioxide. Okay, so that's what it is the lead ore. Actually, there's two ways to make sulfur dioxide. No, that uses sulfur dioxide, sorry. Okay, so lead ore plus oxygen gives lead oxide and sulfur dioxide. Done? Done. Okay, we can pick that one up. We'll leave the inserter in place. Oh, we're out of tractor belts. Let's go get some transporter belts. Long reach is so nice. Okay, now all we have to do is change this from using wood to using synthetic wood, and voila, we are now much less reliant on wood. Okay, so it's what did I say? Chemical smelting, water, salt, lead ore plus oxygen. So it's going to be in a chemical furnace. Let's see. Oh, we already had one of those made. Let's cancel that. Too late. It's already made. Let's see if we can actually do it. It takes raw ore and oxygen, which means we'll have to do it probably yeah, this is ugly. My oxygen is way up here. I would have to, I can easily cart some raw lead ore up. Not, well, yeah, using a smart inserter, I could easily cart some raw lead up. But the thing is, that means the manufacturer is going to be way up here, and the requirement is going to be way in the south. Oh, that's ugly. But if we put it down somewhere around here, can we do it now is the question. I don't think I can. Lead oxide and sulfur dioxide. Yeah, it looks like I'm missing a step. Chemical smelting. Yeah, looks like I'm missing a step to be able to do that, so I'm not sure what the research. Lead processing, lead oxide plus lead plate. Wow. Yeah, this is where it starts really getting complex. Oops. Lead oxide. Lead processing. Okay, that would require lead processing. I don't think I have lead processing, do I? Or do I? I don't. There's lead oxide, lead plates, and advanced lead processing. Okay, so let's take a look at that and see if that helps us get what we need. Now that I don't have as much need for the wood down there, I'll make sure the wood in these are sufficient to last for a while. There's only 27 wood there. Let's take half of that and then half again and put there, put the rest in the resin, Eventually I'll replace all of that wood with synthetic wood. Okay, we've got gun turret 2s, right? Yes. Let's make some. They require gun turret 1s. So we'll make 2 of those. 2 of those. And then to make more 1s, we need iron gear wheels and iron plates. So let's go grab some iron. We're going to go kill that base that's been bothering us to the northeast. I am tired of them making me waste ammo on them. Well, I'm not sure wasting ammo is the correct term, but we're going to build 4. 4 should be sufficient. Oops. Need some steel plates. Do we have enough gear wheels? We do. Need 1 steel plate. Okay. So 4 of those. We're going to pack up some ammo into our inventory. Now the reason I'm doing this is now with the autofill mod, when I place these turrets down, and let's make them key 3 just for ease of access. When I place these turrets down, it should automatically put armor piercing ammo in. So let's take a look and see what happens. Yep, 20 armor piercing rounds. As long as it's in your inventory, it can't be in your ammo slots. It's got to be in your inventory. They'll automatically put 10 rounds in. So we're going to come off here and we're going to deal with this base by a combination of turrets and our own personal weapons. Yeah, 4 level 2 turrets will make short work of there we go. 1 base dealt with. The good old turret creep. It's still early enough in the game that we can do that with standard turrets. How much armor do we have? We still have 77 ammo. Let's put these down and repair them real quick. Oops. That was a wall. I didn't want a wall. I wanted repair packs. They didn't do too much damage to us either. So, there's another small one off to the east. We'll go deal with that. Pollution's not there, but we're here. Won't take long to do. And hey, killing creepers is fun. Yes, synthetic wood prevents me from chopping down trees. Bases are getting a little bit stouter, it looks like, as we... Okay, that dealt with this base. No, I haven't had any alien attacks inside my base. So one end of a... I just, somewhere out there in my base, I have half of a... Did I leave a gun out there? I left a gun out there, didn't I? Somewhere in my base I have half of a underground belt. I'm not sure where. Yep, I left a turret out there. Pick that up. Why do I have to get so close to pick that up? Shouldn't have to get that close. How much ammo do I have? I still have 51 armor piercing ammo. So we will go clear. Oh, there's a couple smaller bases. We're going to go clear these this small base to the north. That's going to give me unrestricted access to that oil up there, which will be highly needed. With that, we don't have rail research yet, but I might actually consider building a small refinery station and using the train and the liquid rail cars to move raw oil down to my base, rather than actually trying to just pipe everything. I think we'll give that a try. That's also going to give me access to more coal and that stone up there. I'm still doing okay for those materials, but it's nice having that available. And it's not long before this base gets impinged on my pollution zone as well, so might as well take them out. We're going to go from the get these northern ones first, I think. I'll stay a little bit away from them. Arsenal lost. Yeah, these bases are taking a little bit more to destroy now. I wonder if I have enough ammo. I might not have enough ammo to finish this. Get out of here. Yeah, I'm out of ammo. Okay, I need to go grab some more ammo before I can finish that base off. Well, you know what? I don't need personal ammo, do I? Let's do this. Let's put these guns down and repair them again. Don't have any steel on me. Okay, that gives me enough. I should maybe be able to... Oh, there's an extra base here. Ugh, out of ammo. That's bad. Okay, I need to go grab some more ammo. Let's just go grab some more ammo. Come back there and finish that off in a minute. There's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more spawners down there. Problem is that every time I pick up, I have ammo on me, but every time I pick up the turrets, the ammo goes right back into my... Oh, you know what? I can stop that. Let's do that. Yeah, now I can finish it off. The autofill mod is nice. I'm running out of repair packs too, because it will, as long as it's in your inventory, the ammo will automatically put some ammo into your turrets. But when you pick them up, if you have an open ammo slot in your ammo belt, it tends to put that ammo back into your belt, making it unavailable for your turrets. Okay, some of these bases are still fairly small. Some of them are not small, but weak. Some of them are taking a bit more to kill, like that one up there. Okay, we have secured our northern flank. Let's go clean up all the cotton candy. And our northern flank is secured, so once we get rail researched, we'll have to consider doing a small pump station with storage tanks, probably protected by walls, and use the rail cars and the liquid rail car transport system to move the raw oil down to our base. I think that is the way I'm going to go with this. Okay, that has cleaned up all of the alien artifacts. You can see we have 154, 200. We have some of the larger alien artifacts as well. Now those will combine into the larger ones. Well, I could do that. That's an awful long ways to pipe it. Especially considering my oil production is in the far south. I could certainly do that. I have the length 15 pipes, but that's still an awful lot of length 15 pipes I would need to get it down there. And it doesn't flow so well through a longer pipe. That's the other problem with that. Is the longer the pipe, the lower the throughput you get because it flows slower. A little bit of fluid dynamics in work. I still have not seen any place where I might have put down half of an underground. Yeah, well, no big deal. I could take some of this synthetic wood and turn it to the north as well, since I need some for the tier 2 circuit production that's going on up here. Or I could just wait till I get the logistics network to do that. Resin and wood still have plenty. How's my blue circuit cards going? Almost 600 blue circuit cards. Okay, research. We're going to need engines. Let's do gates. Gates are expensive in this mod. Let's do the engines first. Okay, I'm going to take a really quick break. I need to go get something to drink, and I will be back momentarily. Okay. Oh, hey. I just hit, I'm not sure what key did all of that. Well, F4 brings up that console. Oh, F5. Okay. Rendered almost 1,200 entities, 3,000 sprites. All sorts of information on this. Last save, frame cycle, render, game ready. Yeah, okay, let's get rid of all that. What was F4? So this allows me, that's the debug, okay, that's the debug section. Okay, so we got engines done. Engines will allow us to start railways, cars. Let's start the railway. I haven't played a lot with trains, so this will be interesting, especially with the liquid rail capability now. Research, how's our research looking? Do I need to expand it? Red, green, still backed up some, that's good. I can probably continue, oops, wrong way. Get that steel bus up so we get more steel on the belts at least and available. Yeah, we're also going to start working on the logistics system. Start getting some robots into play. Our crude oil tanks are still full. Our petroleum's filling up quick. So, we did do lead processing, right? Wasn't that one of the ones that we did a couple minutes ago? Which means maybe, let's go up here to our lead, to our chemical furnace that we laid down a bit ago and see if we can get the sulfur dioxide. Oh, we're short fuel. Let's put some fuel in there. There it is. Lead plate. No, that's not what we're looking for either. Lead plate. There we go. Galena ore, lead plate, lead oxide, and carbon. Okay. That needs lead oxide as an input, however. Well, that's no good. I'm going to have to do some research to figure out how the how that sulfur dioxide comes out. Maybe I need a... That's an electrolyzer. That's not going to do anything. Let's steal our... Oh, wait. We stopped making chlorine. When did we stop making chlorine? There's salt there. Oh, because our oxygen... No, our hydrogen's not full. Why did we... Why are we not making chlorine? What's going on? Input salt, water. Is it more than one salt per... Go away. Salt water takes 2 salt and 2 water. Oh, it does run out of salt. Takes 2 salt and produces 1 salt. Okay, so I will need a salt source. Okay, well, we got this handy. My mistake. We'll do that. We'll do that. We can still do that, actually. Oh. Salt goes in there. This takes fuel, makes salt. Takes fuel. We don't have any fuel. Let's go grab some fuel. I don't know how much chlorine we'll need. We need the chlorine to make hydrogen chloride, which we will need for the next... I think that's what we need for the next tier of circuit cards. We're still a ways away from needing that next tier of circuit cards, however. So, how's our walls doing? Hey, looky there. We got 250 walls now, plus what we have on our person. So we have over 300 walls. So we could easily wall off that southern section if we were worried about something coming down there. Okay. Let's just keep this down to the bare minimum of salt required. Okay, now we're making chlorine. Also, our hydrogen tanks are nearly full, so we're going to have to add some storage capacity to our hydrogen. Iron. We'll go with, oops, steel. Oh, we need some steel. Unfortunately, Far Reach allows you to manipulate objects and pick things up out of containers. It doesn't allow you to pick things up off of belts from a long range, so you actually still have to go grab some of that. We'll make 2 more storage tanks for the hydrogen. I hope nothing flammable comes up near this hydrogen storage site up here. That might be a big bang if this were to go up. We'll just double that up. Add 1 more steel pipe section to... Actually, I don't need to. That's linked properly. Okay. In the meantime, our oxygen is also full. So we will add 1 more oxygen storage. Now, again, I don't know how much of this we need, so We need twice as many hydrogen storage because both the water and the saltwater electrolysis is producing hydrogen. I think we're going to limit ourselves to that much hydrogen and oxygen until we actually start using it. Okay, so we have railways now. Automated rail transportation enables building of train stations. So let's do that next. How's our radar doing? So on the far side there, lots of copper, some coal, iron, quartz, stone, coal, lots of copper and coal. Our pollution footprint really is not threatening anything either. So, okay, so now for rails, we need stone, iron, and steel, which means our little old stone deposit here is going to get sorely taxed. There is some stone up here as well. That's a long ways away. I think what I'm going to do is work on the initial track. Once we actually have the initial track laid, we'll probably tap that stone up top as well. You know what? I think it's time to replace these with some blue factories. We happen to have one on hand. We can make blue factories and replace the red science with blue factories, since they seem to be lagging a little bit. Our first kind of forced upgrade. Crafting speed is 0.5. Crafting speed is 0.75. And we're not completely behind. All 8 of our labs are still operational. But yeah, our red is starting to slow down a little bit, or lag a little bit. Okay, inserters. We're not making inserters anymore. Why are we not making inserters anymore? Why are all of our